And if it doesn't work, I'm actually going to cry so hard. I am getting myself ready to go to a stranger's house to do some beading, possibly. Let's see how this goes. I bought, at this point, probably hundreds of pounds worth of beads, and I am not really any closer to actually being able to sell a single necklace. Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So did I accidentally, maybe possibly definitely delete the clip that intros this video? Yeah, I did. Did I also start filming this video in May and it's now July? Yeah. Yes to that one as well. Pleading guilty. So I'm coming in from the future, from July, to intro this video to make it make sense, and then I'm going to pop in at the end of the video to finally get this thing up and to give a bit of an update. But this video is basically my journey of learning to bead. Spoiler, she figured it all out, but it was very frustrating. Also in this video is the start of what I'm calling Project Bead. Girl, please. So Project Bead is basically where I am trying to use up or upcycle beads. So that's my collection of beads that have literally never been used, but I'm just hoarding them because they're pretty. Or it's going to thrift stores, craft stores, charity shops, etc. and finding secondhand stuff that I can either upcycle or random bags of supplies and things. So that's the start of this video, which actually is going to be its own video, but this is like the vlog portion of it. So this is me heading out to the charity shops to see what I can find and to see what I can upcycle basically. So it progresses from there, gets a bit weird and wonderful, but I will meet you back at the end of the video. Well, it was crash out to go. That was actually quite productive. I am really knackered. I am so tired. I went to so many charity shops. I did have a little bit of luck, but I went to so many and I just can never find cute beads. Some of them don't even have jewelry at all, which is just so upsetting, but you can watch that video, which should be coming after this one probably, or before, who knows? Who knows? Anyway, the illustration. How freaking cute is this? So this has been in my head since yesterday. Yesterday I had a manic moment and I made a bunch of these like Pinterest mood board outfit collage things that I've always loved the look of, and I was like, I just saw one on Pinterest and was like, that's such a good way of showing my earrings in like a really trendy outfit. Like I don't have models, people that buy my stuff don't post pictures of themselves in it, I don't have influencers, and I was like, that's actually a really good way of being like, you can be a cool girl and still wear my earrings, because again, I just worry that people think they're like really like super like out there and funky, and it's like, no, you can really dress them down or up if you want to. So I made a bunch of these. They don't have my earrings in them currently as I'm filming this. I need to shoot all of my earrings in a very specific way, which means they'll never go up properly because that's just so much effort, but we'll get into that later on in the video. But anyway, that then got me onto also thinking about the fact that I really want to get back into putting illustrations and quotes and stuff on my page. One, I love it. I think they're so much fun. And two, it's really good for engagement because people like send them to each other, or like they tag people, or it gets people talking. And it's a really good way of like getting my illustrations back on track. Not that they were ever on track, but yeah, so I literally just had this thought as well. So I've made this cute little illustration. So it's like a little notepad piece, and this font that I used is my handwriting. I made it myself. And it says, just a note to say. And then the second slide, which again, engagement, etc. Make it a carousel. You swipe to this, which says, you are a bad bitch and anyone who disagrees is ugly. I want to start being a little bit ruder online as well. Like I literally swore for the first time in the last vlog on YouTube. Bearing in mind I've been doing YouTube since I was like 13, and I swore in a vlog, and as I was editing it I was like, oh my gosh, because it was like an absolute no-no when I was a kid. Like people would freak out. I remember accidentally swearing in a live stream because I thought my laptop died. I thought everything had gone, but it was just the screen that had gone first, and I was like, oh. I was like, oh shit. And then like I came back onto the chat when it came back, and like all of I mean, I was also a child, but all of these even younger people than me were like, oh my god, XX Rufus, which was my old username, XX Rufus swore, XX Rufus swore, and I was like, So but yeah, I wanna, this is how I talk. I'm very much a sailor potty mouth, so I really want my, can we call this art, to reflect that. But yeah, I just feel like I would be really happy if one of my girlfriends sent like that to me, like in my DMs. So yeah, I'm gonna post that at some point as well, see how that does. Okay guys, I am getting myself ready to go to a stranger's house to do some beading. Possibly. Let's see how this goes. That does sound a little bit wild, but today is one of the weekends of these kind of like open studio type things. I don't think it's just my town. I'm pretty sure it's like a national thing where there'll just be like 2 weekends where artists and like creatives and things open their homes and their studios, and people can just like come in, and there's workshops and they can see how like they create their artwork and things. And it's this weekend, and I kind of forgot about it, but I have just been reminded because of Facebook, and there is a lady literally around the corner from me holding like free beading workshops. Now I'm pretty sure they're for children, and also I obviously have beading supplies and stuff, so I don't necessarily want to go and take any of her supplies or like do the workshop, but I thought it would be a good way of like picking someone's brain who professionally beads, because that's what, as you guys can tell from the vlog, I've been doing recently and the products that I'm trying to launch for summer. So I thought it's a good way of getting myself out. It's good because then I can hopefully go and get some like inspo and maybe do the workshop, because in the pictures she had some little like Kiko lip glosses as like lip gloss charms, and I can't lie, push comes to shove, I would like to make a little Kiko lip gloss charm. So yeah, that's the plan. I'm a little bit worried it's going to be cooling with children because it is like a 6+ workshop but there is free cake, so I might just have some free cake, maybe do a bit of chatting and then dip if it's not vibing. But I want to get myself out, meeting strangers, challenge myself. I just need to get myself out, but it's a lovely day, so it should be really fun. Not me forgetting to wear my beaded necklace. I'm gonna wear the Eliza, see what she thinks. It'd be great to just have her opinion, like I said, so let's go. Guys, that was the most wholesome thing ever. Oh my gosh. So it turns out she does like silver work, and then she does these workshops for kids, but also does like silver workshopping. So like sometimes couples will come for like a date night and stuff, which I just absolutely love, which I feel like I've seen her post on Facebook before and I've looked into. But yeah, there was no one there, no kids thankfully, so I just got to like sit there, and I made a little lip gloss holder. So it's actually, she actually made the, like, she got commissioned I think to do a workshop for Kiko, and I love the Kiko lip glosses. This is the same shade in 2 different ones, and as you can see I love them and actually need to buy a new one, so this is a great excuse to do that. But let me see, she said that you need to kind of like pop them on quite tight. But yeah, no, that was literally so much fun. I'm so glad I went to it. Let me see if I can get this right. You really need to give it a... Okay, and trying to get it on, I've managed to completely break the whole thing. In her defense, these are like made for kids, so the findings are not like high quality. So I did foresee this slightly happening, because also these clay beads have such big holes that the head pins were not vibing either. I mean, those are just excuses. Maybe it's just my terrible jewelry making, but I feel like I have enough experience. My Etsy reviews will show you how durable my stuff is. But I cannot get this on here, girl. Anyway, this is the base. You get the picture. Like I said, she warned me some things wouldn't work, but look at my little Kiko. That's so cute. So I might just do my own beads on top of here, but I'm very excited to own these cute little clay ones as well. But yeah, what a wholesome little afternoon activity. I was going to spend the whole afternoon beading, this is the thing, so I am actually sticking to the plan I gave myself, and I will probably finish this up and show you today. But yeah, I love crafters. So you know all that crap I've been spouting about not buying new beads? I'm a big fat liar. Spent some money, I did. Spent quite a bit of money actually. I'll be honest guys, I didn't realise how many beads you needed to actually make a necklace. So the idea of the bead project was to use up like all of the beads that I already had in my collection. Turns out I can make like one necklace of each design. And as much as I don't mind a couple of like limited edition pieces in there, I don't want to have to be taking a million pictures of all of this stuff. I would like there to be like a consistent necklace piece that people can buy. Also, it's really hard to find cute beads at the charity shop. The whole like trying to upcycle stuff. I found some, but not loads. So we bought some beads, and there's some more in here, so let's do a little bead haul. Also, if you peep the nails, no, you didn't mind your own business. I'm getting them done in a few days, but I have to time it for my holiday, and right now they are hanging on by a thread, so mind your damn business. Anyway, first up are these beads. They're like a rabacus, like the little. Anyway, they're shaped like this. They're like little rice beads, but they're like really large ones. Oh my god, guys. It took ages to try and buy these. Like the website was like glitching out when I was trying to buy them. And did I stalk the listing? Yes, I did, because look at the colours of these. I mean, can we just appreciate those? Like, they're actually so cute. I needed them so badly. Then these, I posted these on my socials. I nearly died when I opened these. These are some glass beads. So have them in like the non-opal version. So they're like less like clear and sparkly in purple, blue and pink. They are just genuinely absolutely stunning. I mean, look at those, and they just sound so gorgeous. So these are glass beads, which means they're a little bit more spenny, but they are so pretty. So I have those. I have the larger ones in the non-opal in the 3 colours, and then this bad boy, I'll insert what they look like in the sun here because guys, but I have these in a bunch of different colours. So I have some of the larger ones in the actual opal style in like the blue. I have blue, pink, and then this kind of like even more opal, but can you see they're like kind of clearer and they have this kind of like sparkle to them. So that's the larger ones. And then, well actually sorry, I have the larger one in a line as well. And then the small ones, guys, these are actually so pretty. I have in a kind of purple, pink and green. This is not doing them justice, but that as a necklace. Oh my gosh, I'm actually genuinely so freaking excited for these. Like, so then what should be in here is more glass beads, and these are for like creating styles that will like stay in my shop that aren't limited edition, or that I can use with beads that I've thrifted or whatever, but I really want these to be like ones that are like, you know, I can keep in stock. Oh, they're so cute. Oh my gosh. So we've got blue, purple, there's 2 pinks, one kind of like coral and then one true baby pink. And then we also have a lime green and a yellow. So again, these are kind of like that glass, semi-translucent, but they're not like the opaly ones. They're just like solid. But yeah, if you can see the table right now, it is bead heaven. I am so excited. There is only one problem though, and that is that I can't bead. I I've been wear testing the Eliza necklace you guys have been seeing in my videos, and it's fine. Like I have had no issues with it. And then I was like, wait a second, I haven't actually done like a good tug test, you know, and I've been struggling to like close off. Yeah, and it fell off. Not the actual beads, it's like the finishing piece that is falling off, like the what's it called? The bead. No. The crimp bead at the end, so where you like crimp it to stop it, and then the bead that I put over the top of it, that's what I'm struggling with. The beads aren't, it's not like, you know, splitting and then all the beads are falling off, which is a plus at least, but I'm starting to lose the ever-loving will to live. So that's the update. I bought, at this point, probably hundreds of pounds worth of beads, and I am not really any closer to actually being able to sell a single necklace. Good morning everyone. So I'm desperate today. I've had it up to here with the beading journey, actually, let's be honest, can you even call it a journey if you're not getting anywhere? So I did a little bit of research, found a couple of bead shops in London, which is a miracle because we don't have a lot of craft stores in the UK, and we certainly don't have like independent bead stores, like physical stores, but there is one over the other side of London, miles away from me, but there is one that's like an hour and a half, and I'm genuinely that desperate. I am going to travel an hour and a half, rock up there with what I've done so far, the tools that I have, and just cry to them and just be like, you need to help me, what am I doing wrong? Because I'm about to give up, and I don't want to give up because, as you see, I've spent a lot of money. I've spent a lot of money and a lot of time, and I've given up before, and I promised myself I won't let the ADHD win this time. I will stick to it. So that's my plan for today. I'm also going, I've got so much to do. I'm going to go cry to the bead shop, got to go pick up a new pair of glasses in Covent Garden, which is central London, and then I'm going to do a bit of shopping, and then I've got to go out of London for 2 hours to go and meet my friends for dinner, and then 2 hours back home. So I'm literally not going to get home till about midnight, actually past midnight. So it's going to be a long day, and the weather is gorgeous. It is hot though, so I'm a little bit worried I'm gonna get a bit stressy today, but yeah, come on, let's go. I'm also looking at this bead shop to see if there's any like fun charms or anything like that as well. So might be a little bit of shopping at the bead shop as well. Right, I've no idea whether you can see me because it is so sunny out here today, but that was absolute bead heaven. I was trying to get like videos of it, but it was really, really busy in there, like genuinely, like it's a very small shop, but it was packed. But I got some advice. It wasn't necessarily like the, oh, you're doing, you know what I want? I just want someone to say, oh, you're doing this wrong. Here's the fix. And that it, you know, that be the fix. But she recommended some other things, maybe the crimp tube, like I just have to give up on the crimp covers that I'm using because it's just not gonna work. Bought a couple of pieces at different crimp covers and stuff, so I'm gonna try what she said. She gave me a lot of good advice. It's literally so much fun in there. I only got like some little red seed beads because I don't have any in my collection, but I didn't end up buying anything else just because I was like, girl, you still can't even actually bead one necklace, so let's contain ourselves. But yeah, now I'm off to do the rest of the jobs that I mentioned that I needed to do, which I don't know whether I'm going to film because they're not really relevant, but yeah, I'm going to go home, and tomorrow is Sunday, so I'm going to sit and try and figure this out with the way that she said it to me, with the new things I bought, and if it doesn't work, I'm actually going to cry so hard. Okay, moment of truth. Oh my god, it's strong. It's not coming apart. Oh my god, guys, look at that. Like, you should not expect a necklace to get much more tension than that, really. I've done it. Oh my god, I've done it, finally. Oh, this has been weeks and weeks. I can start designing the new collection properly now. Okay, nothing's moving. Things looking cute. Finally. As I teased at the beginning of the video, I figured it out. I am now selling beaded necklaces and I am so excited. I am just so in love with these. So these have actually launched. As I said, it's literally July. I've been on holiday since then. I've shot all of these, made all of these, and they've gone live. So I just wanted to show you some of the ones that I made just to like finish off this video. Some of these are still available. Some of them sold out because, as I said earlier, with Project Bead, a lot of the things that I'm making are either completely one-off pieces or they are very limited because I'm either using up beads that I just don't know where I got them from, or I am using up beads that are from the thrift store and I only have a certain amount of them. Some of them are permanent, so I'll go through them, but the ones that I think I probably love the most, which I made literally like, not last minute, but I didn't have a chance to make them before I went on holiday to shoot a lot of these, but it is these ones. So these are just my favorite things in the entire world. So these are like 50% upcycled, I want to say. So first is the Blossom Cherry. So this is just a cherry charm that I actually bought for myself, but like never unpackaged, never used for anything, and I put it on here. And then the beads, like the star beads, these are upcycled. These green pearl beads upcycled. All of the normal pearls, pretty much all normal pearls you see in these necklaces, all upcycled. And then we just got some gorgeous glass beads, but yeah, that's the Blossom Cherry. And then there is Stardust. Wow, fantastic business owner. I'm wearing that right now, but similar thing. These beads, these star beads, the yellow and the pink, I literally have had, I want to say for 10 years. I genuinely think I got them when I got invited to a Hello Kitty Sanrio Christmas event about 8 years ago. That's a deep cut if you want to know the story behind that, but I've just been hoarding them because they're so stunning and I finally used them. So those are the kind of like fully upcycled ones. And then the next ones we have are the daisies, which this is the one that I've kind of been wearing in my videos that I properly made now, so it's super, oh, by the way, what cracked it was the crimping beads. Look how strong these are now. I have no idea why it suddenly made such a big difference using those, but I'm swearing by them. But as I was saying, so I remade this one. So these are the ones with this toggle. So I ended up making a bright version and a pastel version. The bright ones, Cherry sold out. Stardust only sold one, and I have a few in stock. I have a couple, I think. So go buy this because I think this is absolutely gorgeous. I don't know why she hasn't sold. Maybe because she's a little bit more expensive because of the materials. But all of the bright ones have sold out. And then the pastel, I have 2 left. So I only had 2 of these because, again, these beads are being used up from my collection I've had for years. So there is just a limited amount of beads. But yeah, so the pastel one is still available. Another one that's still available that is just from like new beads, I called this the Mallorca because it literally reminded me. Every time I walked down the street in Mallorca, there was a stunning flower, and these colours just reminded me so much of it. So, and that's where I went on holiday, and shot all of these. So this is just a stunning, like really heavy duty glass, like bubble necklace. Haven't sold any, which is really sad because the content I got of them was so good, but I don't know, a bit classy, a bit boring, unsure. Then we have, from the beads that you saw in the haul earlier, we have the candy necklace, which you guys have helped name a lot of these. This is my one, hence why it is an absolute shit show up here. But this isn't limited edition, as you saw, like these are new beads. So did I sell 2 of these? I think I sold 2 of those. And then last but not least, I randomly made a couple of really tiny versions, please excuse my nails by the way, of my little smile face charm, and I was like, oh my god, these are perfectly sized for necklaces. So I used some stunning like opal glass beads to make this one. So yeah, I think I sold one of these. This is kind of permanent, but I'm just not sure it's what people are after, so I'm not sure I'm gonna make like loads of them. But yeah, guys, beading journey is, well, it's not over, but I'm very excited about it. I literally have been buying old beads, going through them, like I'm very excited. I've got so many more upcycled designs coming. But yeah, if you want to shop the collection, what's left of the collection, then you can head on over to my Etsy. But thank you so much for watching this video. It's a bit higgledy-piggledy, but let me know if you enjoyed it, and I hope you have a great day.